If there's one thing I've learned as an Israelite, we've got to keep the commandment. I was tired of being fed up, so I got the Bible and opened it up,
Let me ask you this question. Why is it that we celebrate Saturn as the Sabbath? And back in the days, we know the ancient Hebrew Israelites, they did not have a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They had the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth day. They actually observed the moon, the beginning of the moon was the first Sabbath, and 7 days from that, and 7 back until when we have the first moon again, or the new moon. You know, so I'm wondering how we have adapted the Saturday, which is Saturn's day, as the day to worship in, and when did it become the so-called seventh and Sabbath day? Let us know, loaded.
Alright, so I guess we're going to have to deal with the Shabbat.
Yeah, because we know that, I know I can't say we're still living in slavery, we're still living in captivity, right? And we're following our master's law. That's what we're following up. Because the Hebrews, when they left Egypt, they did not count a Monday, a Tuesday, or a Wednesday. It was always the first day, the second day, the third day, the fourth day, and of the first month. The 12th hour of the first, you get the drift. So when the Sabbath become, when the Saturday becomes the real Sabbath. So if we were to follow the principle of what those guys used to follow back then, why is it that we have the Saturday being the holy day in the Sabbath?
Here we go. And we're going this is not a light conversation. It's not a light thing to try to figure out this Sabbath. All right, first of all, like you said, we waking up from, from whatever you want to call it, fill in the blank. And then when you come into the truth, or what I call Hebreology, because you got to study your ass off to try to figure out why they keep trying to hide certain stuff from us, like we brought up earlier. You have certain doctrines out here, of Pangea, of the flat earth, now we're dealing with the Sabbath, right? You have a couple of different philosophies on the Sabbath. I'm just telling you what you're going to come up against out in the Hebrew world. You're going to come up on the most accepted form of the Shabbat, which is from sundown Friday to sundown Saturday is the Shabbat. So you can write that down. That's Shabbat number one. That's what most people are going to accept. That's why Friday on your Facebook wall, once the sun goes down on the East Coast, you start seeing Shabbat Shalom everywhere. All right. Then you have the sundown Friday, the sundown Saturday, Sabbath. You have the lunar Sabbath. Like you said, you have people that are actually going to go in and try to calculate the Shabbat by the moon only. Like you said, they call it, if the month starts at the new moon, right? And basically, you do the hokey pokey and you turn your leg around. 7 days later, or whatever formula they give you, because you have to go study their doctrine to go see if it's true. Whatever formula they give you, that is how you continue to calculate the Sabbath through the moon. All right, then that's the second most accepted Shabbat. The third is like unto the second, which is you take the moon. Not only do you take the moon to start the month, and after you know when the month started, then you count 7 days, and you're going to automatically come up with 10 numbers. Like, no, because in this third account, they have set days. You're going to have a Shabbat on the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th of every month. But some months don't have 29 days. So how can that be possible? You get what I'm saying? They find with it. Because February does not have 29 days.
Hang on a second. Some months, we're talking about the Gregorian calendar month. I don't know about the
plenty, sir. Right.
That is the cycle of moon. You see, if we have full 28 days or 30 days or 31 days from month to month in terms of the cycle of the moon, I've done that. I don't know how many days from new moon to the next new moon.
And thanks to Captain Gregory, or whoever the fuck that guy is, he made sure that you niggas would be thrown off because he made sure February didn't have 29 days. He made them up of a 1 day short just so when you try to figure this thing out, it would not fit that. They would change times and laws. I know it's funny, but this shit is really set up to confusion because we're actually on the third way to try to figure out the Sabbath. So you got 6 days you should work, and on the 7th you should rest. But how do you figure that out? Oh, sundown Friday to sundown Saturday. Second one is moon only. The moon only. You ain't got nothing to do with the sun, just only the moon. Now we're gonna test that against the Bible. The next one is start your month by the moon, and then just start counting 7 for 4 weeks, and after those 4 Shabbats, start looking to the moon again to try to figure out when the month starts. Where do you find that account in the Bible? And the fourth way is you actually have some people actually going into the book of Enoch. Enoch tells us if you make your calendar year 364 days, if you make it an even number of years, then you have basically 6 days on your feast day. But let's deal with the Sabbath thing and try to understand, okay, well, why do we have so many different ways, or why do you run into so many different patterns on how to figure this thing out, number one, and is there a simple way to figure out the Sabbath from the Bible? Right? So all of these theories going to be put to the test and let Yah's word be true. Because all the rest of the shit is just man-made. All right. Let's start at the beginning. You got to go to Genesis 1. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. We can count. Hopefully everybody has a elementary school education. And on captivity, hopefully they gave you that, so we can count. At least up to 7. And we're going to go through Genesis chapter 1. And we're going to try to count these first 7 days, try to tell us, like, look, when should we be doing it? How should we be calculating it? Yeah, do we calculate it by the moon? What's going on? Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, Yah created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of Yah moved upon the face of the waters. Right? Let's jump down to verse 5. And Yah called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning was the first day. Right? So every Jew, every Jewish doctrine accepting Hebrew will say, look, right there it is right there. Just go to the first day of creation, and it's going to tell you how the days were created right there. The evening and the morning were the first day. So when the sun went down and the sun came back up, that was the first day. All right, I would say stop. I would say when the sun goes down, that's when the day starts. Think about that. When the sun goes down, that's when the day starts. So we have this same wording every day thereafter. If you go to verse I thought it was verse 2. All right, verse 5 says, and God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the water, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. And the evening and the morning were the second day. You're going to have that same wording for the first 6 days. That was verse 8. Then you go to verse 13. And the evening and the morning were the third day. So now you got 3 days, right? So now you go to verse 19. Genesis 1:19. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. But let's go find out what was created on the fourth day. Go back up to verse 14. Because in verse 1, remember, we can't forget. We already had light and darkness created. Verse 3, Genesis 1:3, let there be light, and there was light. Now when you go to verse 14, and God said, let there be lights, with S, plural. Let there be lights in the firmament of heaven to divide the day from the night. And let them be for signs, verse 14, for seasons. For signs and for seasons and for days and for years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and it was so. And God made 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day, we call the sun, and the lesser light to rule the night, which we call the moon. So if the sun and moon weren't created until the fourth day, how the hell are you counting the first 3 days? So when people say, okay, well, that's how we count our Sabbath is the moon. Okay, well, if the moon was created on the fourth day and he told you to rest on the seventh day, by definition, that don't fit. Because actually, your Shabbat would start from the fourth day to the 13th day, right? Like you'll be on some whole different shit. You'll be on crazy shit. So that don't work. Like you said, all these little theories that they throw at you and try to have it stick and be doctrine, God's doctrine in a vacuum, and you don't compare it to any of the verses. When you compare some of this stuff to Genesis 1, it don't stand up. If he had created day and night on the first day, but he didn't create the sun and moon till the fourth day, what gives day and night? Really, how do you count day and night? Exactly. And the question is, the answer is in the question, count. How do you count the days? Well, you got to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was the precedent that y'all set. Well, they'll tell you, no, set it up by the new moons and set it up by this. Then they'll go to count what David was doing this and doing that. But they won't tell you to go to the beginning and try to figure it out. So first of all, we have the word is evening and morning. We're going to have to deal with that. We're going to deal with that later. But right now, we're just setting the precedent. If the sun and the moon were created on the fourth day, that cannot be how we count. And I'm talking about the moon. That's not how we accurately calculate the Sabbath, is by the moon only.
So the moon, the sun and the moon, they are just
and the moon. There you go.
They're just for the light. They just give light to these days, but the day was already there.
Mm-hmm.
You see, you know what a lot of people are? Let there be light. Everybody's thinking, well, the sun was just created. That's why we're being corrected. Once you said, let there be light, because every time anybody do anything and get light, they said, let there be light. You flip a switch, let there be light. You know what I mean? So we're thinking in terms of the sun, when the Father said, let this be light, we're thinking that, bam, there goes the sun. You know, but we totally missed it when we come down to verse 14.
Exactly. And see, I'll go ahead and kind of, smooth this thing over. Like the Messiah said, those who seek him earnestly, or which at that time were the disciples, he said, unto you is given the secret of the kingdom of heaven.
And I decided I'ma stop playing games. I don't wanna be the same like I used to be. Oh no, I'ma change my life. I'ma do things right. Yeah. And even when it's hard, I gotta be faithful like it used to be. yeah.